is your station on Shortwave, Radio Delta.
It might be of great interest to visit the Zaslavel Historical and Cultural Preserve, which has a real steam mill of the 19th century, a miller's house, an ancient barn, and a smithy. 54 kilometers from Minsk lies the tragically famous Katyn Memorial Complex. On the 22nd of March 1943, the German troops burned down the small village of Katyn, together with all its dwellings.
This is on the shortwaves, Mike Radio. Please send all your reception reports to mikeradio@live.nl. mikeradio@live.nl.
Kilohertz in 994. Hier ist die Italian Broadcasting Corporation. An uns können gesendet werden an
Questo è il richiedibile a Delta Foxtrot 8 Alfa November. Dalla Repubblica Dominicana, Hotel India 9 è il prefisso, attività tra il 1 e il 30 di agosto per Hotel Bravo 9 Tango Uniform Zulu, che sarà in aria col nominativo
That's the number of the studio, and I play a nice song for you. And Echo Anita komt eraan hier van Olga Lomina. En dan komt Biet van een nonnetje en... Biet van een nonnetje erachteraan. Hij komt goed. En die komt op blad. Goedenavond.
Echo Anita.
You're listening to Radio Channel 292 on 6070 Shortwave.
This is the Voice of Turkey's English language transmission, broadcasting from Ankara in the 49 meter band between 1830 and 1930 UTC on 5945 kHz to Europe.
But first, the news. Wildfires have spread to many parts of the world, according to U.S. Space Agency NASA's Fire Information and Resource Management System.
Who remembers this one from Jodie Watley? And looking for a new love. Oh yeah, on Shortwave Radio.
الموقع مرة تانية RECEMA.com/RADIOSAMA. هنكون مبسوطين اننا نتابع معاك ونرد على كل استفساراتك لما تبعت لنا على عناوين التواصل اللي موجودة على الموقع. كمان تقدر تبعت لنا على الواتساب او الفايبر على رقم 00-357-99-5533-02. راديو سما بيكون دايما مبسوط لما بيتواصل معاك. دلوقتي معادنا مع حلقة جديدة من برنامج في ظلال الكلمة، البرنامج اللي بنتعلم من خلاله حاجات جميلة جدا بتفيدنا في حياتنا العملية. يلا بينا نبدأ حلقتنا مع بعض من دراسة الكتاب المقدس في ظلال الكلمة.
في ظلال الكلمة.
Tanti auguri anche a Radio Batallón Sopater, voz y pensamiento del ejército de Bolivia, che trasmette da Oruro, in Bolivia, Sud America, su 98,2 MHz in FM ed in onde medie su 1220 kHz. Anche questa emittente, che dal 1980 al 1983 ha operato in onde corte sulla frequenza di 4.980 kHz, celebra il suo anniversario il 7 agosto.
You're listening to another episode of special offshore radio documentary on OHR Offshore History Radio. Feel free to send reception reports, reactions, etc. to OHR Radio at Outlook.com. That is OHR Radio at Outlook.com.
В недавно опубликованном рейтинге сопротивляемости коронавирусу агентство Bloomberg назвало США чемпионом противостояния коронавирусу нового типа. В ответ 3 китайских исследовательских центра 9 августа распространили совместный отчет, в котором
605 Bradley Court, Franklin, Tennessee, 37067, USA.
Stories from the heart of Jesus. Stories he used to spread the good news of God's kingdom and the new life of those who enter it.
For thousands of women like Okewe, the counseling has provided a much-needed lifeline. Rani Ruvaga for VOA News, Nairobi.
And that wraps up this edition of Africa News Tonight. I am Chinero Ponwana. For all latest developments on the continent 24/7, visit our website at voanews.com. And thank you again for tuning in and choosing the Voice of America.
Hello, I'm Carol Castiel, host of Press Conference USA, VOA's newsmaker interview program. Join us each Saturday and Sunday when we talk with authors, analysts, and policymakers who provide fresh insight on topics ranging from U.S. politics and foreign policy to science, culture, and global health. You can listen to Press Conference USA on the radio or online at voanews.com/PCUSA. While you're visiting our website, be sure to subscribe to our podcast. We'd also love to hear from you. Just send an email to pcusa@voanews.com or connect with us on Facebook at facebook.com/CarolCastielVOA or on Twitter at CarolCastielVOA. That's Press Conference USA, every Saturday and Sunday on the Voice of America.
This is Heather Maxwell, host of Music Time in Africa. Join me every Saturday and Sunday for an hour of awesome African music. Like to stay on top of new music trends, breakout artists, new releases? Maybe you just love the classic style and the artists of the past. Simply the sound and feel of a good beat. Whatever your pleasure, you can get it every week right here on Music Time in Africa. So join me on your local FM station, Saturdays and Sundays at 1500 and 2000 UTC.
The Voice of America's global news program, International Edition, brings you an in-depth look at the biggest news stories of the day. Nobody covers the world more comprehensively than VOA. Our correspondents gather the news and the views of the most seasoned experts on international issues. Tune in Monday through Friday at 3:30 and 17:05 UTC on the Voice of America.
VOA brings you the best in African music on the African beat. African Beat showcases the latest and the greatest of contemporary African music, from Bobo music to hip life, bongo flavor to sukus, Afrobeat and Dumbolo and Makossa to Kwaito. The African Beat on VOA has it all. And it's happening right here, Mondays through Fridays at 09:05 and 20:05 UTC, right after the international news.
Hey, sports fans, brighten your day by tuning into the sunny side of sports, Monday through Friday at 16:30 and 18:30 UTC. Join us on Facebook at facebook.com/VOA Sunny and at Twitter at VOA Sunny Sports. Or check out the blog at blogs.voanews.com/sunny. It's the sunny side of sports, right here on the Voice of America.
You're watching Straight Talk Africa. Hello, I'm Heidi Adams. Thank you for joining me. As African nations step up their COVID-19 vaccination drives, health officials worry that getting shots in arms will not be easy, thanks to another kind of super spreader, social media misinformation. This week, we asked, is fake news hurting Africa's vaccination efforts? And should social media companies take greater responsibility for the falsehoods flourishing on their platforms? I also discuss the power struggle between big tech, politicians, and the public over who controls what is said and seen on social media. We'll have news, analysis, and your opinion. Straight Talk Africa starts now.
That was the news brought to you by the Voice of Turkey. Voice of Turkey presents the review of the Turkish press. Vatan writes that the Ministry of Foreign Affairs was very harsh on the opening a representative office in Switzerland under the name of Representation of the Autonomous Administration of Northern and Eastern Syria. Ladies and gentlemen, hello. This is Halil Ibrahim Sarıkaya from Voice of Turkey. Today, 12th of August 2021. You are listening to the news. Turkish authorities working to set talks with Taliban. President Erdogan. The Turkish authorities are working to set talks with the Taliban, Turkey's president said on Wednesday.
Hi, this is Sean Klein, host of Everything But the Kitchen Sink. You're tuned in to the Country Jamboree with Maureen and Mike G.
Ladies and gentlemen, the legendary Bobby Bear.
Beyefendi daha soruyu bitti. Heyday sigorta. Zaten cevap çok belli değil mi? Futbol, kadın basketbol, erkek basketbol, kadın voleybol, erkek voleybol, tekerlekli sandalye basketbol var. Zaten her yerdeler. Heyday sigorta. Sporun yanındayız.
Damat TV, yolculuk yolunda tüm takımlara başarılar diler. Damat TV'nin.
It's amazing that the love of God, you got to labor to enter into it. Because you have no trouble with your carnal love, do you?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
certainly a hive of activity around the Ross Revenge this afternoon here on the River Blackwater. A lot of boats. You know the scene from the boat The Rock? We have boats all around the actual ship there, and it's a bit like that. It really is. Lots of boats and lots of people whizzing past on jet skis as well, giving us a wave, which is rather nice. Fantastic. Thank you very much for coming out and doing that. And you're certainly there for us at the moment with your very kind donations. A lot of people to say hello to in the next hour. By the way, if I do miss out anybody, if I do miss out you, don't worry. But you know, we really appreciate you putting your hands deep in your pockets. It's absolutely fantastic. Our fundraising weekend continues until midnight tomorrow. Anyway, more about that between 4 and 5 o'clock. Broadcasting to the UK, Europe, and around the world on the internet on 648 and 1368 kilohertz, courtesy of Manx Radio, and on your smart speaker. This is Radio Caroline North. It's now 4 o'clock.
Radio Caroline North is sponsored by Feature Story News, provider of award-winning international news coverage for radio and TV stations worldwide. Find out more at featurestory.com.
Johnny Lewis, Radio Caroline. Welcome aboard. Radio Caroline North.
I have to say that looking at some of the donations that are coming in, bringing a bit of a lump to the throat at times. Just goes to prove just how much you love this station. Absolutely fantastic. Really is. Hello to Neil Card from Venice. Hello to you. Thank you very much for your kind donation. To Jeffrey Smith as well from Watford. Dave Bullock from Southend-on-Sea. There's also Simon Brown from London. Keith Verrill, who's in Loughborough. From Bournemouth, there's Ricky Hunt. Nicholas Moore from Dartford. Nicholas, thank you very much. Ricky, thank you for that wonderful donation. Absolutely marvellous. Vivian Seymour, thank you for your very kind donation as well from Cambridgeshire. Also to Lynn Ashmead from Rochester. Big donation there. Thank you very much. Also to Judy Walsh from Cambridge. From Bedfordshire, we have Peter Kemet. Thank you very much, Peter. Also to Kevin Forbes, who is in Dartford in Kent. Thank you very much, Kevin, for that wonderful donation as well. Really do appreciate it. If you want to know what it's all about, go to radiocaroline.co.uk. It's our fundraising weekend, and I'll tell you more about it shortly. This is Toya Now, and I Want to Be Free.
Het gaat hier eventjes allemaal wat anders vandaag dan gisteren. Ja, we gaan eventjes even zo 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We kijken ook eventjes hoe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ja, het gaat eventjes allemaal anders dan wij willen. Maar goed, dat is eventjes wat de spreidsel in ieder geval. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ja. I was talking about the overflow of the studio here, and since then we have some audio things, issues to solve. But I think finally the modulation is fine again on the radio, and that's most important. I think so. Mic radio and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, warm. This is the Tube Ultra Gain Mic 200. The Tube Ultra Gain Mic MIC 200. You know it misschien maar spenderingen. It's a pre-amplifier for the microphone. A condenser microphone. And that's going into the Virtualizer Pro. The Virtualizer Pro, that's the effect thing here in the studio, and I can put it also on this way. So we are talking now. We are talking now. Yeah. Also that gave some problem, but it's also solved, I think so. Very good evening, Mic Radio broadcasting here finally, and we close down, and then we close down for a longer time, I think. Yes, I think so, yes. Then we can build the studio in the way we have to like it. Yes, we like the studio.